this is what we're dealing with today. But on today's mission, we're looking for cute home decor that we could possibly do some DIYs with. And we're looking for nice gloves. And as always, some jumpers, because we obviously need them. So let's go. Yeah, nice. Yep. Your fancy. Yeah.
We've been cleared for takeoff.
We started where I always do, in my favourite charity shop. I love this shop, but the only problem is it's so cheap that every shop I go to afterwards, I'm just like, oh my god, this is so expensive. So I really need to stop going there as my first place. They had so much glass/crystal today, and the first thing I saw was this, which is amazing. It's a napkin holder, but look at it. Look how fancy you would be if that was your napkin holder in your house. My house isn't fancy enough for that, so I didn't get that. Then next to it, I spotted this silver metal swan. I wasn't really sure what it was, but it separated into 3 pieces, 3 little trays that sat on top. A while ago, I saw a lady on TikTok who got a swan similar to this, and she sprayed it black and put it in her bathroom to hold her soap, which I thought was brilliant. They had so much of this crystal glass today. I've never seen so much of it before. I really considered getting those ones and making them into candles, but I wasn't sure if they would be the right type of glass for it. And then the manifesting gods heard my cry and sent me this crystal candle holder. I normally always buy any baskets that I see and I use them for gift baskets, but I didn't get this one because I thought it was just too unique a shape. I didn't know what I would do with it, but now I really regret it. I could have got it and put so many things in there. I love this little geo picture frames because it had the mirror around the picture, which you don't often see. I thought they were really cute. I was really tempted to get these pie dishes, but have you ever tried to get an actual cheesecake out of these solid dishes? It's really hard. I have the dishes that the bottom comes away from the sides. It's so much easier to get your cheesecake out of, but these were really cute and adorable. Much more aesthetically pleasing than my old metal ones, but for once practicality ruled and I thought no, the metal ones are actually more useful than these. There's always an insane amount of coffee mugs in this charity shop. I don't know why. We're not really big warm drinkers in my house, so I don't really need any, but it's still fun to look at them. You can also make really nice gift sets with mugs. All you need is some nice flavoured tea or coffee to put in with a wicker basket and you're all set. Look at that one, isn't that so cool? At the time I didn't even notice the little mug next to it. Strawberry shortcake vibes. And there's always so many teapots. I don't know how I haven't got sucked into having a teapot collection, just purely because there are so many different types, not because I like tea or coffee. Of course, they even have loads of different tea sets. This one was gorgeous, it had a really nice pattern. A similar pattern but more detailed. They're really lovely. If I didn't drink tea, I would definitely have these blue and white sets. Although these lovely, colourful, floral ones are lovely too in their own right. These would be the type of teapots that I would collect, the novelty ones. We've arrived at our second location and right away in the window I see so many gorgeous things. More tea sets, of course. And look at this plant stand, okay? Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? I was obsessed with that, but it was £20, so I like hemmed and hawed about it. Plus with the kids in the house, I just know they would knock it over and smash it. They got no respect for beautiful things. Also, look at the high fashion this charity shop was bringing, okay? Little woolen knitted bag and the dress to match. Very fashionable. I'm on the lookout for a really big vase for the house. I really want one of those big wicker ones that I see all over the internet, but never do we get them here in my area. But I saw this vase and I was like, blue's not the colour I'm going for, but could I spray it or paint it and stuff? But it was £35 because of the brand, and I was like, I think £35 for painting or spraying over something probably isn't the right vibe. Kept this in for any Americans might be watching. At first, I was looking at the cake stand, which is absolutely gorgeous as well. Oh my god, I say absolutely gorgeous way too much. But then I got distracted with these, like little perfume bottles. This one has a flower on top and it was glass. I was literally about to say absolutely gorgeous again. This is beautiful. We're here for homework today, but I had to include this coat because look at the buttons. Isn't that so cool? Beautiful. I thought that was really lovely. It wasn't my size or my style, but lovely. Boston liked it too. I really like these bar stools and the whisker baskets, but I'm really trying to be more intentional with what I buy. So I say to myself, even though it looks good and it's good price, do I need it in my home? Is it going to serve a purpose, or am I just getting it because it looks cool? Same goes for this gorgeous amber glass vase. It's beautiful, but I don't need it. I'm really looking out for a really large vase, but it's still beautiful and I can appreciate that without getting it. I told you I'm obsessed with baskets. I did get this basket. I have no use for it, but I will make a use for it. You can always find a use for baskets. Come on now, isn't that so cool? They had loads of vases at this location, but there just wasn't any big enough and the right style and shape I was looking for. Although the one with the sun on the top shelf I thought was quite cool. This little trinket tray was quite nice. You could have given that in a gift box. This shop had a lot of furniture, which was exactly what I was looking for. I really like this piece. I'm pretty sure it's a fireplace or a fire surround if you have a little electric fire that can sit in the middle of it. But you could have used it as a sideboard as well. I really love the style and the design in the front of the wood. I love this whole ensemble, the easel, the wreath and the two candlesticks, but the wood, it just doesn't really go with my style in my house. I should have got the wreath though, because you can always use wreaths for seasonal decorations. Originally I thought these were tea towels, so I was pretty invested, but then when I pulled them out I realised they were curtains, and I love them, they're gorgeous, but I just don't have anywhere in my house for them to go, unfortunately. I'm on the hunt for a really big statement lamp for my hallway. I saw this and I thought it was beautiful. The base is really intricate. I love the shade as well, but I just didn't know if I could make it work with the colors in my hallway. And I didn't want to ruin the lamp by totally changing the style by respraying it or coloring it. It's the next day and we're ready for our haul. I'm so excited because I've got so many nice things. 90% of it is ready just to go in its place in the house, and then I think there's two, maybe three DIY projects, which is what I'm most excited about. So I'll show you everything that we got, and then I'll show you it when it gets put into its new home in the house. Let's go. Starting with these absolutely gorgeous cushions. There's two of them and they were £2 each. As you can see, my living room's like a dark green, so I'm hoping I can put them in here and give it like a pop of colour. They're like a velvet velour material. You can see the front has this gorgeous pattern, and then you have green fringe, and then the back is just plain dark green. And I have, these are my other cushions in the living room, like a mustard colour, kind of a velvet material as well. So I think they go nicely together and it goes nice in the room. I'll show you them when I've got them all set up on the sofa, but I think they're lovely. But I'll tell you something that is funny about them. When I got them back, I wanted to take the cushion covers off to wash them, but where you see this, inside cushion filler, right? It's a whole other cushion, a whole other like velvety cushion, but it's got another pattern and pink. So, you know, if you ever get bored and you want to change up your style, you have a whole other cushion inside. It's actually not a terrible idea, is it? But I was like, what the heck? When I opened it, I was like, that's crazy. I've never seen them before. But I like them both. This one doesn't go anywhere in my house, but I'll see. You never know when I redecorate. And that's the cushions on the sofa. I think they go really nicely with the other cushions, and they definitely do add a little bit of colour to the room. And next we have this gorgeous picture frame. It's really thick, heavy wood. I'm pretty sure it's solid wood.
But if you can see, it's huge, but look how chunky it is. You don't often get picture frames like that good of quality. I love picture frames. I have so many and I hoard them for other things I'm going to make with them. The picture in this is lovely, but I'm not going to keep it. You could, because it would still go nicely in your house, even if it was like kind of modern. But I have another picture that I'm going to put inside of it. I was going to fill it with moss as well, so I'm iffy on what to do with it. But I'll see how it looks with the family photo I'm thinking of. But I thought that was really lovely. If I remember right, I think this was £1, this one. Another picture frame. This one's a little tiny one, and I'm going to keep the picture in it because it's lovely. It's hand painted. It has the signature on it, and this was 20p. I love things like this, and it's the kind of style for my bedroom. I think it'll go really lovely in there. But can you see the picture inside? Isn't that lovely? And the frame's lovely. It has the sticker on the back to tell you where it was framed. That's local to us. So maybe it was a local artist that made it. Now baskets. 3 baskets this time. Although I don't think this one is a basket. I'm not really sure what this is. My guess is, since we brought it home, we've been looking at it, is that you put dip here and then you put crisps or nachos like around the outside, and then it's for like a barbecue. But I'm not really 100% sure. If you know what it is, tell me. But yeah, I'm going to make it into an Easter centerpiece. So I'm going to fill the outside with little mini eggs and then put moss in the middle and probably put an Easter bunny on top like this. And then they can go on the table for Easter dinner. And then after that, maybe just use it for dip and nachos, you know. But when I first got it, I only got it because I'm going to make a wicker phase. And I just love anything wicker. But when I got it back, I was thinking, what the heck am I going to do with that? I don't know. But I can always find something to do with it. I don't remember exactly how much this was, but I would guess probably like 50p because the place I got it from was super cheap. So, you know, it's not a huge loss if I can make it into a few things, you know. And the next basket is this little one, which is adorable. This is 20p. Is that not absolutely beautiful? Has metal sides, then a little wicker base. This is going to go in the utility room. It's being done up at the minute, so I'm going to put that in there to hold like knickknacks you find in the laundry or something. And the last basket is this. This was 50p. I remember because when she told me, I was like, oh my god, that's a real bargain. I have like an obsession with baskets, but it's not a totally pointless obsession. Anytime I see baskets that are really cheap, I'll buy them, and then I have a big box in storage with all filled with baskets, and every time it's Easter or Christmas, birthdays, whatever, I have a basket, and then I'll make a little hamper for the person. So I have my collection of baskets ready for this year. I just keep adding to it because you can never, you know, run out of storage solutions. But this basket is really cute because it has these little handles, if you can see. And it's a pretty good size as well. I might actually use this one around the house rather than for gift baskets because of the size. But it is, you see right here, it's missing the wicker that goes around to hold this handle in place. But I'm just going to add some twine around each one to try and blend it in. But that'll hold it in place. But you don't actually need it because that's not where you hold the handle. It has the little holes here for your fingers to go in like that for when you hold it. So I thought that was lovely. I have an idea of where it could go in the house. These are the little knickknacks that I got, and I'll show you those. I'm pretty sure they were all 10p. They have a table that's all 10p stuff, and it's anything small like this, so I'm pretty sure they were all 10p. This little golden glass lantern, it's pretty simple, you know. It has a clear glass bottom, but it's still cute, you know. Put a little candle in, and I can go to the side of the bed or in the bathroom or something. I thought it was lovely. Next is this tray. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this tray. I might put it in the kitchen for to put your rings on when you're washing your hands, or for keys, like just, you know, bits and pieces. I only got it because I just love the pattern and the colours. I think it's beautiful. I see this style of plate all the time in the charity shops. They're plastic and there's always loads of them. So I wonder what they were for before. Was it food or something? I'm not sure. But it's a beautiful pattern, isn't it? I really like that. It's just a little dish. And then this, oh my god, I'm obsessed with this, is, I don't know if you can tell, it's a little mushroom. It's ceramic. And it is a vase. It's a little tiny vase. But it's the finish on it that I really love. You can see it has a kind of grey, blue and a cream colour, but it also has parts that are glazed and quite shiny. I think it's really beautiful. I have another little mushroom vase that I got in B&M, and it's like a see-through glass. I'll show it to you. But I'm hoping these two can go together on the windowsill, and I'm going to use it to put cuttings in. You know, I think it's called propagation. I think it's called propagation. That doesn't sound right though. I'm not 100% sure. But you know when you cut, when you take a cutting from a plant and then you put it into water for a few days and they'll start growing little roots and then you can put it into soil. So I do that with the other one. So I'm hoping if I have these two together, I can put the cuttings in, they'll grow roots and I can keep them out. And where I'm planning on putting them, the windowsill gets a lot of sunshine all day there. So I'm hoping it'll work out nicely. But I think they'll look really lovely together. Two different types. I was actually going to get more of the other mushroom, but they would all be the same. And then when I saw this, I was like, oh no, that's perfect. That like breaks it up, but they're still mushroom themed, you know? I love that. That's really pretty.
And there it is in my bedroom with the other little glass mushroom I was telling you about and the little picture frame. I love them all together. I think they go beautifully. And I love how the two mushrooms aren't exactly alike, but they just seem like they were made for each other.
Despite not really knowing fully what it was at the time, I did get the metal swan because I just was like, it's too adorable not to get it. Then when I got it home, which is always what happens to me, I had a look at it and then I was realising, I think it's ashtrays because it comes apart and there's 3 of them, like this. But can you see the shape? I think it would be like individual ashtrays, which is pretty cool, right? Can you imagine if you had that in your house back whenever? You'd be a pretty cool character, I think. I'm sure this was like 10p. So I thought, you know, let's get it and then figure out what we're going to do with it later because it's adorable.
And I got the glass candlestick because I have a little candle collection on top of my fireplace and this just broke up the textures and the colours perfectly. Don't mind that I don't have any candles on the big chunky candlesticks. I'm still searching for the perfect candles for them.
This next one's kind of weird. This is the last of the small stuff and then I'll show you I have 3 big things. Big pieces of furniture. Next I got 2 vases. I saw as soon as I walked into the charity shop there was one sitting and I was like, oh, that's really quite pretty. And then as I was walking around looking around, I saw another one that looked just like it underneath, like I think it was like cushions and blankets. So when I was leaving to pay, I said to the lady, how much would you want for those 2 vases? And she said 50p for both. So I was like, oh, I couldn't really say no to it. So I was like, okay, you know, I'll give it a go. Let's take them and see what happens. So then at first I thought they were identical. And the sides look very similar. But then I got them back, I was like, something's just off about them. Do they look identical? I couldn't tell. And then obviously I had close look and they're not. But that's the bottom of them, you're not going to see it. So, you know, they may as well be identical for what I'm going to do with them. But yeah, I thought they were vases. And then as I was sitting looking at them, I was like, kind of a strange vase. I've never really seen a vase that shape before. Maybe they use it for food or for drinks or something. I don't know, you know, everything's vintage. So it's like, I don't know what they did with those things back then. But then when I got it back, I'm sitting looking at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, no wonder they give it to me so cheap. You're probably thinking, what on earth are you going to do with them? So I'm pretty confident that these are light fittings. So if you think about it, there would be the metal part that would hold the light bulb and that would screw into the ceiling like this. And then you would bring this up over the light bulb and twist it and it would stay on. So it would have the light inside like that. So I'm sure they thought I was mental why I would want them. But still, yeah, if they work as vases, they can be vases, right?
So I was determined to make use of my makeshift vases. So I give them a little wash and filled them up with water. And then I scored a bunch of flowers in Tesco on sale. And I started to cut the flowers individually, cut the stems really short so that they would kind of be able to reach the water but still be sitting upright in the vase. This actually pretty much harder than I thought it would. If you had some type of like chicken wire or our mesh to go across, it would be a lot easier to sit them into it, but I did the best I could. And I'm really happy the way they turned out. It's a lovely little vase and the flowers look nice in it. Okay, now on to the furniture that I got. This is the best part. The first one is this. This is the first piece. This was £3 and I love it. You see the shape of it? It's for going into a corner obviously, and it has a rounded front. But it's lovely, light wood. It has nice little detail around here with little studs. And I thought it was like a side table that you could have, you know, in your living room and stuff. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but it's actually a laundry basket. And it's huge, which is perfect for this place. All you have to do is laundry. So I love it. The outside is in really good condition, but you see how big it is. Right? You could totally have it as a side table. I haven't totally decided if I'm going to have it in the bathroom as a laundry basket or if I'm going to have it as a table somewhere in the house. I'm going to try it. I'll move it around and see what it looks like in each area and then decide. That's usually what I do. This is going to be a DIY project. It is a beanbag slash poofy. I'm assuming it has to be from like the 90s because the pattern just reminds me of my childhood home. It's in really good condition as well. No stains, no rips on it. The bottom of it is leather, so it's super durable, getting moved around the house and stuff. It has lovely floral pattern on it with grapes and stuff, which to me is just like, just screams 90s. And the colours, you know, like pastel. And it kind of goes really nicely already in this room. It's been sitting in here all day and it hasn't, you know, stood out or seemed out of place. So it's lovely as it is, but me and my daughter have plans for it, DIY plans, to make it even cooler, you know? But yeah, lovely with that one. I think that was £1.50, which I think again is a really good bargain, you know? It's a good size and it's really firm, which is awesome. Okay, and lastly is my little seat here, and it, if you can see, is a little side table, and this was £4. It's pretty heavy, so it is. It has 3 tiers. It's dark wood, and the furniture in my hallway is dark wood. So I'm hoping this will go nicely in the hallway. Have a little lamp on it, maybe some flowers, you know, candle, things like that. I had planned on sanding it down and repainting it, but when I got home and had a closer look at it, it's not solid wood. It has like, you know, the cover. Is it a? I don't know. It's a vinyl cover. It's not solid wood. It's chipboard or MDF inside. My guess is probably MDF. So if I sand it down, it's not going to have a wood grain anymore. It'll be kind of fluffy. So it's just not going to be the right texture that I'm looking for painting it. I was hoping I could just sand it down and wood stain it. So to keep it the same colour and stuff, just to tidy it up. But that's not going to happen now. So I'm still trying to figure out what I'll do with it exactly. But quite possibly paint the bottom half and then put another sheet, get Angie to cut me a sheet of plywood to go on top, and then I can stain that and it will look like wood grain. Maybe that, not 100%. It needs a good clean obviously to start. But yeah, for £4 I think it's lovely, and now I need a lamp for it, but I've been looking for a lamp for so long. I'll tell you the story, okay? I saw a lamp in the charity shop like 3 months ago, and it was huge, okay? It must have been this tall from the table, and it had amber glass. I took pictures of it and I can show you, because I sent the pictures to my sister and I was like talking to her to getting this, and she was like, no you should, all, but I was like, ugh. I had just been getting so much stuff that week, so I thought, no, I don't need a lamp, so I'm not going to get it. But it was absolutely gorgeous. It was £15, and now almost every day I think about it and regret not getting it. And now I'm like, I need a lamp for my hallway, and just nothing compares. Every time I see a lamp, I'm like, yeah, it's nice, but it's not that glass lamp, is it? No. So I'm on the hunt for a really beautiful lamp to go in the hallway on this table, hopefully. And this is my hallway where I'd love to have a little table on the lamp. I put the dark wood one here first, but now that it's there next to the bench, I don't know if the wood really matches that well. So I'm thinking I probably will have to paint the whole thing, although I would rather not. Kind of get away with just keeping it that colour, but I'm not sure. I'm going to try it now with the laundry basket slash side table. I actually like it. I like the contrast between the colour of that and the colour of the bench next to it. I think it goes nice in the room, but I think because I know it's a laundry basket, I can't get that out of my mind. All I can see is a laundry basket now instead of a table. And plus, if I have this one, all I can do is put a little lamp on it, whereas the other one has 3 layers, so I can put all my random knickknacks in those little shells as well. So I'm really not too sure what I'll do with this. Okay, and I see the very best thing till last. Where do you see this? It's amazing. This was my most expensive item, and it was £10, but you're gonna be like totally worth it. Okay, it's a huge vintage throw. I'm completely obsessed with it. Absolutely love it so much. Okay, it's beautiful. It's literally huge. I haven't even taken it all out to see the full size of it. But isn't it just absolutely so gorgeous? Okay, the colours, the pattern, look at the fringe. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's a really thick and soft material, and it's like in perfect condition. There's no pulls, no nicks, nothing. Even the fringe is in perfect condition. It's beautiful. But yeah, I mean, it must be huge because this is it folded in half. So it's enormous. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to put it on my bed. I did want to have it in here because I think it would go lovely on my sofa, but my kids will destroy it and it's too beautiful to get destroyed. So I'm going to put it in my bedroom. I love that. That's my favourite. I can already tell this is my favourite buy of the year. Absolutely obsessed with it. The throw goes perfectly with my bed. Absolutely love it. Completes the room. Brilliant. As the wall approved of it as well. She was straight onto it as soon as I put it down. So that's everything for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you again next time. Take care.
PSA, I promised to buy a thesaurus. And tried to stop saying absolutely gorgeous or lovely so much. Can't guarantee.